That's halfway.
It's 2K23 and I've been
Yo, my YouTube garden gang, it's your boy Rello here. And today I got a new little how-to video for y'all. This one will probably be broken into multiple parts, but today we're going to be going over different training techniques. And what we're going to start with is a high stress training technique. If you're a new grower, this will be good for you. If not, you might have heard of it already. Most people utilize it, and that is topping. Our plants are now about, at least these bigger ones over here, are now about 17 days old. We have a skunch right here from Dirty Bird Genetics. We got a Terpgasm right here from Soulfire Gardens. And I believe this is a Blueberry OG from Barney's Farms. This one right here is maybe a few days to a week old, and that is GMO cookies. Whenever someone talks about how many nodes you should have or sets of true leaves, just remember these little tiny things down here do not count. So our first set of true leaves or node that we'll be counting, by the way, node is where your leaves and branches come out. So right here would be a node, up here would be another node, then up here is another node. Anyways, this would be our first set of true leaves right here. So that would be 1. Then we got a second set right here, that's 2. Then we can come up again, we've got 3 and 4. So this is about a reasonable place to start. Again, I think most people will do it between 3 and 6 nodes. We're working on our 5th one right now, and that's the one we're gonna come and top off. We've got another little GMO cookies in there, but she's just now popping out the dirt, like a day old, so I'm not doing nothing with her. Anyways, let's hop right into this. Now, partially, when you decide to come in and top your plants is on you. I think most people generally wait until they have at least 3 sets of true leaves. So if we come look at this new GMO cookie that just popped out, those little tiny leaves you see on her right now are called cotyledon leaves. They're not what we would consider true leaves. Those are pretty much just there to help the seedling get started and take up a little bit of energy. You can kind of see those on here as well. And then right above them, it's got its first set of true leaves coming in. So if we come to our more established plants, right down in here, this one even still got a bit of the seed on it, knocked it off. These would be those cotyledon leaves. We are not counting those. So what you want to do is get these new leaves out the way. That's not the top growth. It would be this nice thing right in between them. Which, don't mind the liquid on these plants. I come in and mist this space for humidity purposes. But we're gonna grab that right in the center and give it a nice little pull off. Y'all can see it right there. And now y'all can see that little gap it left in there. And that in of itself is topping. Now, the purposes behind topping is cannabis is generally, I forget the little scientific word for it, but it essentially likes to kind of grow straight up and have one dominant branch, while it will have these tiny little auxiliaries in here that grow just above your leaf, sets of leaves. These auxiliaries will come out. But yeah, the cannabis plant doesn't like to put much energy into those auxiliary branches naturally. So when we top it, it kind of, in a way, tricks it into thinking it has multiple main branches. Since this one is now gone, it's going to put all of its growth hormones into these auxiliaries down in there, which will help it branch out, and you'll get a bunch of dominant branches. Generally, one topping can give you 4 to 8 of those branches coming out. It just depends on how many nodes it has. So as you see, we've got 2 nodes of auxiliaries in here, one right here and one down here. And there's obviously going to be 2 coming out of there, 1 from each side. Actually, it looks like we've got 3 if we count right here. So with 3 nodes of auxiliary branches, that'll be 6 branches that'll be coming out of there. Plus at the very top, we'll get 2 more to come out of there. So that'll be 8 branches we have, and it basically just increases your yield and the quality of the buds that aren't along this main growth stem. Now, you do not have to top your plant to get these results. Again, I would wait until you have 3 to 6 nodes to start this. But this will be considered a LST or low stress training, whereas topping was high stress training. But we can just take a stake like this and come and bend over the top of this plant and make sure that the top of it is either equal to or lower than the rest of these little auxiliary branches. And this will also kind of force the plant to redirect some of those growth hormones, and it'll get it to branch out just like topping will do. And you probably kind of get an extra branch because you don't have to take that top off. A general rule of thumb is to give them about 2 weeks to really see good results from your training. So in about 2 weeks time, we should see those real small auxiliaries down in there kind of burst out of there, as well as all the small auxiliaries on the one we top kind of burst out. And I think I might just do it like this to sort of show y'all a comparison, because I have done grows where I did 0 topping and just straight low stress training like this. And of course I do grows where I've done topping like this. And usually if I do topping, it's still going to incorporate some low stress training down the line. This obviously just isn't at that point yet. We'll have to wait for these branches to burst out of there. And then we'll start bending each individual branch, sort of the way we've got this one bent now. And that's sort of why I'm going to do this in multiple parts. I suppose I could just wait a couple weeks and come and add more, but yeah, we'll do a part 2 to show y'all how it works. And this one here is going to go outdoors. I'm going to leave it alone for now. We're not going to do nothing to her. She's in no position to have anything done here, so we're not doing nothing to her, but she's also going outdoors. And this little GMO cookie sprout we got down here will be going out. So I'll probably show y'all how I train these outdoors when it gets to that time. Other than that, I think that's all we got for this video. Real simple, topping or LST. Growing cannabis isn't too hard. You just got to be willing to put a little bit of effort in. And yeah, if you found this video helpful at all or liked it, do tap that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with everything we got going. I do have a little how-to series where I'm going to have many different guides, such as training, trellis netting, compost teas if you're into organic growing, a lot of different stuff. And this is another part of it. So subscribe to the channel, stay with us, and we out. Rello Mellow Garden. Yo, Mellow Rello, Rello Mellow, whichever one y'all want to call me. We back in here. This is just a little quick short. I got a full-length video on the main channel, Rello Mellow Garden, that's going over this same thing. But here, I'm going to show y'all all this is a form of LST. We bent this little main part of our branch over, stuck this staple on it to keep it bent. And that's going to get those tiny auxiliaries y'all see in there to really branch out and bush out. Whereas on this one, we just did high stress training and we went ahead and topped it, removed the top node of growth there. And both of these forms of training will produce pretty much the same results. And we're going to see them come together or come out and come together in about 2 weeks time. We should see those branches really bushing out of there. But yeah, just a little quick update on what we got going with these girls. We're preparing these to go inside of our larger 2x4 space. They'll be in here for about another month or so, month and a half, and we out.